I wanted the shot to be a transitional look between the night and the day. The sunlight is flaring the lens. You feel the notion of brightness. And that takes us into the office. And now you see, in terms of the light, it's more of a daylight coming from outside. There's not much of a fluorescence look. And the light is becoming very sharp and sometimes overexposed. It's like blades of light, blades of light very strong that hit areas of the office, being very oblique, hitting the ground, and bouncing back in the set, and at the same time, people cross those blades of light, getting overexposed and burn out. Sometimes the skin tones, they are not just as the beginning of the story, they were well exposed. This time, the idea of sunlight creates overexposed and very bright skin tones on the actors when they cross. And the camera also turns around them more often. It's for the dramatic purpose of the second act. And that stays for quite a bit of time in the story, that type of look. In a way, it's very brave to get into that look where you create that sun and brightness, and by the same time you have to create variations of that, so it's not a monotonous type of look. So you using the concept, but trying to create variety in the concept, so the look stays interesting.
I don't want to hear any fucking shit, and I don't give a shit. Link puts me over the top. You filed it. It went downtown. Now you owe me the car.
The robbery makes difficult.
Fuck you! You owe me the car. See? Because this is how we keep score.
I don't go for just an intellectual approach in movies. Yes, I had to feel some kind of emotion of what you do. It has to be unique. It's not just a stark, cold look. You have to create some emotion into it, and that has to do with lighting and camera and angles. But in the first act, you have these characters that you feel a little disoriented about what they are going to do. They're preparing something, but you don't know exactly what's going to happen. You find out as the story goes, especially in the second act. And we use a lot of crossing the axis from one side to the other and back and forth. And it worked. It worked because, first of all, because of the type of writing that David has, and because of the story. And just we made it work that way, and I love it to do it. But I've seen that people saw this effect, and I've seen it tried to use in other movies, and it didn't work at all. I mean, it's not something like you can steal from one movie and put it in another movie. I mean, it has to have a feeling of being right for the specific story and the writing. So in that I call linear moves, camera moves, where the camera moves straight from one point to another, from one actor to another, from one situation to another, straight moves. And the first act was more separation between light and shadow. And the second act is more of a sharp image between the camera moves and the lighting. And camera who turns around, involving the actors now that they are relating to each other. And you can say intellectually the story becomes very aggressive, the lighting too. Maybe it could be, but it works.
You can't do what?
I can't close them.
Well, they're old. Look at this shit they're giving you, huh?
Yes.
And you cannot become very intellectual about it in most of the movies, but certainly in this type of writing with David Mamet's writing, you can actually use it very well. So you have to have the right material to do that. But I don't know why, to me, it seems a little contrived for me to do it. You know, like a lot of times you see, well, you see more in still photographers. You read a book about a photographer and how he captured this, and it's so intellectual. And so, well, sometimes you just got the picture. Why to talk more about it? And in films, it's the same. Why? I mean, it's the nature of the moment, and you just got it. Why to intellectualize the moment? I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, that is so that intellectual side which people can explore. I mean, to me, is not relevant, you know. And I tell you one thing: if someone's going to learn something from me, you can learn it in the movie. You know what I mean? It's not because I'm saying and explaining. It's like I learned, you know, as a student in Spain, I learned from Geoffrey Unsworth, and I learned from Gianni Di Venancio, and I never heard what they were saying. I was watching these movies. You feel something about it, there is the work. Same thing as a photography, as a painting. don't feel anything about a painting, but someone can come and explain, you don't feel anything about it, you don't realize that this is like this, like that, and like that. Thank you very much, but I still don't feel anything. You know what I mean? So, I mean, photography is the same, no? And in filmmaking is the same, no? That's the important thing, no? That something moves you and moves you out of your seat and say, wow, that's interesting, and touches you, no? If that doesn't happen, you can talk many words about it, it still will never happen.
If there weren't, I know Mitchell might.
I read books about Buñuel's biography, and you learn from what he's saying, not about film, about life. You know, you learn about life, and that's the great thing about it, you know, and because it's a whole experience in life being a filmmaker. So you learn from that when you talk to a filmmaker. But not specific about, this is my technology and this is how I wanted to do a movie and how this, you know, it's more of an overall aspect of being life. Make movies as a part of life, and that's what attracts me more than the specific things, you know. And for instance, going to AFI, they asked me go a seminar, and I go to a seminar and I put one of my movies, and here comes a question: well, what filter did you use in that shot? Well, to be honest, I forgot. I don't know. I mean, I can remember if you want me, but what type of question is that? I mean, after seeing a movie that explores, you know, so many aspects of composition and lighting and approach and, you know, and things, no? To ask in a seminar, what filter do you use in that shot? Seems irrelevant to me. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is that the making of the technology that comes, what type of lights will you use or how you approach that scene in a technical way, is not relevant. I think what is more relevant is the feeling you get from it. But maybe I'm becoming too intellectual now.
There's 3 leads there.
Patel, fuck you. Fucking Shiva handed this guy $1 million, told him sign the deal. He wouldn't sign. And the god Vishnu too into the bar. Fuck you, John. You know your business, I know mine. Your business being an asshole. I find out whose fucking cousin you are. I'm gonna go to him and figure out a way to have your ass. Fuck you. I'm waiting for the new leads.